Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at here is the Sperry
Adam,
wire tracker. It's a wire tracer. You can get these at your electronics stores.
pain,
Find it in the electrician's department. What it's designed for is to hear sounds coming from wires. Not not electrical wires, audio wires. Right? Turns signals into audio. Which is
average,
really good idea to use this, a wire tracer, to hear ghosts. Now
wild,
I modified it. It has a small little audio speaker here. It's too low, so I put an audio jack in. Modify it yourself. With an
quest,
audio jack in. Now I'm gonna plug it into this little portable speaker. Let's watch what happens. Okay, let's see if we can do this one-handed.
mend,
Oh, really? See how loud that got already? These are wire tracers. Now you can hack or modify these
reach,
for what? To listen to ghosts. For example, you can take your audio coming out of the wire tracer with this modification and
picture,
record your EVPs with your audio recorders being received through here. Let's turn it up now with the wire tracer mod. You hear that?
that,
That's the electricity of my human body. Okay. Does an up and down volume.
manifest,
Wire tracer. These are like 20 bucks, 20, 30, 40 bucks at your electronic stores. But if you connect these to a portal, it gets very interesting. Basically, this is the key, if you modify it, to hear ghosts speak full speech live.
Don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid of death.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name? David?
So I'm just going to give you a small little
breaker,
clue. These are the signals coming out from this computer.
D,
Now watch the feedback from the audio speaker.
mercury,
Say, well, I don't hear no ghosts.
themselves,
Well, if you just keep this on, you press the button just like this. And you just ask questions at a
oi,
haunted place or a cemetery. You just might get real voices speaking through here. If the ghost's voice hits this, you'll hear it live and direct.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name? David?
No PSP7 required. And no audio recorders required. With the wire tracer,
Large.
which allows you to hear sounds coming out of wires, wire leaks. You won't need the PSP7 Spirit Box
Face.
or the audio recorder. You just hear ghosts live and direct.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name? David?
Now, I'm not saying that this wire tracer gets ghosts just like that. It can if you modify it.
Along with building equipment to see into the invisible spectrum, we've delved into technology allowing us to hear outside the normal range of humans as well.
Don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid of death.
In the field a few times on police investigations.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name? David?
Full speech, just like
Outside.
exactly like the living. I'm not going to tell you all the secrets, just a little bit to give you a small clue.
All right, instrumental transcommunication. Can we use technology to bridge that gap? People are claiming telephones, computers, fax machines, you name it, are all doing that. Well, our guest tonight, this is great. We've got a real man of science here. He's the perfect guy to talk about some of his own paranormal inventions he's using to get some amazing results. We've got video that's going to knock your socks off. Just stay with us. Andy Kopic, he's a research scientist for the biomedical community. And what do you make there?
We make lasers and develop technology. I guess I've been in the field or doing similar research, not necessarily with ghosts, but with energy forms and different types of strange fringe physics. But to apply that to something that could actually reach out and touch you or hear a noise or one thing or another was kind of fascinating, and that's what drove me to, further look.
With the infrasonic recording geophone, which is very scientific sounding. Well done on the name, sir.
Well, geophones, the actual sensor that's inside, they've been around for a long time, and they're used for monitoring seismic activity and different things around oil drilling sites and whatnot. The application here was a lot of times during an investigation, we'd ask for, knock 3 times on the wall, that kind of a thing.
Push this button down. The ghost light's eyes light up. Clear EVPs. Metal project box. Here we are at a cemetery. We're going to press record. This is the EVP cage device. Push the button to activate it. Ghost lights are on. You're recording EVP. Is there anybody here that wants to communicate?
We've delved into technology allowing us to hear outside the normal range of humans as well.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name? David?
Something's there, and the question came up: what if that knock was so subtle we weren't really hearing it or seeing it? I wanted something a little bit more sensitive, so we applied the geophone sensor into just a simple device, that would sit someplace and illuminate with lights that would respond to the vibration. Then we further found out that some of the recordings that we were getting, there was potentially something outside or below where we could hear, and I wanted to be able to pick that up and hear it in conjunction with the vibration. So we added a recording capability that will pick up down into infrasonic levels below 20 hertz. And a lot of the recordings that we get, a lot of the EVPs and whatnot, there's a lot of information below where we typically hear in the low frequency stuff that we can pull out of this, speed up a little bit to where we can hear it, and we're getting a lot of information that's captured there.
You want to get a wire tracer, tracker tracer, and start modifying it.
Karen.
Is there any ghosts here? Hello? Talk right here. You're like, I don't hear no ghosts.
Shepherd.
Well, that's because you have to modify the wire tracer. If you're lucky, you'll get a ghost to talk through this.
Near.
You have to go and check it out at haunted locations. Wire tracer. And the wire tracer also comes with a transmitter. Okay. So,
Wicked.
tracing probe, wire tracers.
Time.
Now, the wire tracers come with extra little gizmos for your little EVP and paranormal mods. You can experiment with these. Okay? You can hook these up to anything. Telephone wire, dead telephone wires at a haunted location.
Fork.
See if ghosts are talking through the phone.
We've also received 911 phone calls from this property. I should say the Clovis Police Department has received 911 phone calls.
What?
We don't have any phone service here.
Yeah,
we don't have any phones.
That looks to be disconnected.
Yeah.
I think we got 3 911 calls
in a period of a week or something like that.
And how long has these phone lines been down for?
They've been down for a couple of years at least.
And as a retired police sergeant in Clovis, California, you're telling me that these calls came from here?
Well, that's what the 911 system showed, so we...
So that's a yes?
Yes.
Phone lines, cables from TVs, anything you can imagine, audio sources, whatever. Something a paranormal hunter should have in his tool case is a wire tracer. It's the one by Sperry.
Insects.
There's other ones that are more powerful and cost more. This one's cheap and affordable and does the job. If you keep this frequency distortion, a ghost might speak through it.
Share.
This is not EMF. It's turning signals into sound. Now, what we're going to do is remove our audio jack. We're going to take our audio jack from the wire tracer, connect it to the laptop. Well, big deal. And now, if you have Audacity, you should get it free online.
Fly.
We're going to try and capture some EVP with Audacity. You get this free online, Audacity. Download Audacity. Most paranormal investigators know what that is. Yeah, we got Audacity going on. And we're going to try and record an EVP session through the wire tracer. Yeah. Hit record.
Until.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, all the audio is coming out of this device, the wire tracer, into the computer. Look what happens. See that? It's my human energy being transmitted into sound. Hello, is there any ghosts here? Talk here. Talk into this device that I'm touching my finger with. Speak into this device. Hello, ghosts, are you here? This is your chance to be heard. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Ghosts, ghosts. Now, the voices you're hearing now are from the ghost app called EVP. Called Spirit Voice V1. Don't worry.
Gather.
It's not. The app is not being picked up. So audio is now being picked up into my computer. So now I'm going to hit stop. EVP lowers human voice, normal sounds. As you can see, there's traffic over there. Can't hear it on the EVP cage device. But it'll pick up sounds that are lower than the human ear, below 20 hertz. This is a real cemetery. We're gonna hit stop. Okay. Now we're gonna press play. This is the sound that was captured with this device.
Gate.
The wire tracer. Ready? Let's see. Was any EVPs captured with this device?
Edna. Finger.
Yep, I was touching it. That was my finger portion. Finger portion. When I was doing this.
Loud.
It's very loud, yeah. Speakers right here. But I modified it. Okay, now something's making noises or talking. I don't know.
Hail.
You hear that? Now that's me touching it. Like that.
General.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like any EVP came through. Let's play it again. Because I thought I heard an EVP right about here.
Violent.
Right about there. So let's highlight it. Heard something right about here. Highlight it. Hit play.
Natural.
Yeah, something was trying to talk through this device. You can hear something there. Yeah, right there. So go to your effects.
Dwindle.
Go to your, I don't know, let's try the reverb. Hit some reverb.
Prayer.
Just messing with it. See what comes out of it. And it changed it, right? So let's hit play.
Fate.
See that? So I can keep using Audacity to keep clearing up the EVP that came through here. But it's a pretty darn loud EVP. It's an electronic exchange of
Hobble.
EVP. We're going to try something else. There's something else you can do with the wire tracer. Now I'm going to take the wire tracer, connect it to an EVP audio recorder. Alright.
Carbon.
Okay. Turn it on.
Shepherd.
Hit record.
Instead.
And now the audio recorder is recording the sound coming out of here. This is connected to the audio recorder, the EVP audio recorder. Okay. Hello, hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Bracelet.
Hello. Now hit it with distortion from other devices. Yep, to communicate. Even from the EVP recorder itself. Hello, is anybody here? Are you a ghost? Speaking to this device right here. Speak right here to this metal piece.
W. Does.
Yeah. It's the wire tracer. Hit stop. Hit play. Let's see what we got. See how loud that is?
Squeeze.
I'm done with this.
Cool. His.
Okay, so no EVPs were captured. But you should try these at connecting the audio speaker out. So you can plug
Stones.
modification. Y tracer mod. Connecting audio. You're going to have to open up the screws. Get in there. Very gently. And put an audio jack out so you can experiment with it.
Outside.
Now, you can also remove this piece and put an audio jack or microphone into it so that you can also experiment with it. But I'm going to play you a little clip right now. The little clip I'm going to play you right now. The guy who invented this device you're about to see. It lets you hear ghosts speaking live communication. Full speech.
Pass.
Along with building equipment to see into the invisible spectrum, we've delved into technology allowing us to hear outside the normal range of humans as well.
Don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid of death.
Whatever they want to say. First started using this device. A device like this. A wire tracker, a wire tracer. Tracing probe.
Geophones have the actual sensor that's inside. They've been around for a long time, and they're used for monitoring seismic activity and different things around oil drilling sites and whatnot. The application here was a lot of times during an investigation we'd ask for knock 3 times on the wall, that kind of a thing, if something's there. And the question came up, what if the
voices and all kinds of other things. What was the thought behind this?
Well, the original thought behind this, and boy, there's a lot of controversy behind it, but the original thought wasn't necessarily to hear voices or capture Morse code. That was all completely an accident. This was used as a means to identify noisy EMF sources inside of a room before an investigation.
Right.
So we could find out, where different contamination was coming from in the room. Things like light ballasts and doorbell transformers and stuff that are difficult to find. You walk by them with a K2 meter and they go off and everyone thinks they're a ghost. Well, I wanted to know where those sources of EMF noise were before an investigation. So started using an induction amplifier that initially was just a tracer probe that you can buy at Home Depot.
Then he started modifying the tracing probe until he got full speech ghosts, just like this clip you're about to see.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name? David?
Here.
Okay, so you've seen that? So if you want to make a live ghost communicator, start with this. Wire tracker, wire tracer.
Violence.
They're so cheap, and they can let you hear ghosts live. Now here's something else you can do with it. are at a cemetery. We're gonna press record. This is the EVP cage device. Push the button to activate it. Ghost lights are on. You're recording EVP. Is there anybody here that wants to communicate? If you go watch my video how to do this, this is not a normal PSP7 spirit box. It's modified. It has an audio wire, jack,
5,
left and right audio wires, and ground wire wrapped around the inside of the AM antenna. Now that means the PSP7 spirit box has 90% real ghosts, less radio, only 10% radio, 5 to 10%. If you use on AM, that is. And it dips into shortwave with this modification. So no matter how far in the world the ghost is, you can pick their voice up just by simply calling them out. Now, if you do that modification, how do you do that? Go watch my other videos how to do a Paranormal Busters mod. If you do that, you can also do something else.
attic,
You can record EVP through this with your audio recorder. Then you can plug into it. You can do anything you can imagine with this modification. And this modification with the wire tracer, we're going to connect the wire tracer into
beacon,
the Paranormal Busters PSP7 Spirit Box mod. Right? Is that disconnected? Let's turn it on. Scan. AM forward.
squeeze,
She's already picking up ghosts. 10% radio. Okay. Now we're gonna do something even more. We're Yep.
none,
Touching. You hear that? Touching. Now I'm gonna connect into the AM antenna of the PSP7 Spirit Box the wire tracer. Now watch while I hit the button. Now if ghostly voices are physically here in this room, they'll hit this and go straight into the PSP7 Spirit Box AM antenna. Hello? Are you a ghost? This increases, with the wire tracer going to the
crops,
PSP7 Spirit Box antenna, increases the capability of ghosts saying full sentences. You hear that? Who are you? Ghosts?
decimal,
So, hello? Goodbye.
Double.
Now, if you touch the human body is an antenna as well. If you touch the wire probe, even more interesting. Look at that. You know the Huff portal copper thing that he touches? This is where
Myself.
this is what he should be using. A wire tracer connected to those copper wires to get real scientific full contact. Are you watching, Mr. Huff? Are we learning? Anyone that's in the paranormal community,
Grind.
if you're in the paranormal community and you're into ITC, get a wire tracer tracker and start experimenting with it. Because as shown on this clip,
Don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid of death.
Ahead.
this is what you need to hear Ghost live. I'm not going to show you how to do it. I'm just giving you a clue how to. Just this being connected to the PSP7 Spirit Box, the AM antenna. Look. Hello?
Text.
I know you're saying it's not that loud because I don't have the PSP7 connected to an audio source, to a portable audio speaker, but I can if I wanted to make it louder. Hello?
Providence.
Are you guys ghosts, yes or no? Now you're saying, well, it makes so much static noise. Well, the PSP7 Spirit Box is a portal. You select your functions, shut it off. This is the PSP7 Spirit Box portal menu.
Sift.
The PSP7 Spirit Box has been a portal way before the portal was invented by, woohoo. So you chose your functions, you hit power, hit quickly, scan forward. Listen.
Car.
No more psh, 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 gone. You hear that? Just ghost voices. Where's the psh, 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 psh?
Chris.
Gone. All I did was select my functions, shut it off. It remembered my functions. Then I hit power on and hit the scan forward or backwards, whatever you want. Scan fast. I just hit scan quickly. And it's the secret PSP7 Spirit Box
Walter.
menu. Discovered by a YouTuber, an ITC researcher called Order of Magnitude. And now you get only ghost voices. No more psh, 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 psh. So you don't need to buy a $10,000 portal.
November.
Now got the wire tracker into it.
Things.
Hello?
Sense.
Now, listen to that. Just ghosts. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is just to show you. Get yourself a wire tracer and start experimenting with it, because that's how you hear ghosts live. This is the Sperry wire tracker. Okay. Wire tracer. It's multi-purpose wire tracer, as you've seen there. And you can use it to hear ghosts live. We'll try it at cemeteries. Go try it at haunted houses. Use your EVP recorder. And especially if you modify this device, audio jacks and microphones here,
M.
and disconnect it to portable speakers. Connect it to a portable speaker. Now you'll be able to hear it really loud. And if a ghost's voice hits this, you'll hear it live and direct, full speech.
Earthen.
So, if you're a paranormal investigator, get yourself a wire tracer. Alright? And modify this device. Because this device has the capability, this cheap little device has the capability, well, it's not so cheap, but it has the capability of letting ghosts be heard full speech, as shown on this next clip.
On police investigations.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name?
That's what he used in his devices, one of these. And some other proprietary equipment
Paula.
that I'll show you in the future. That's how you hear ghosts live. It begins with a wire tracer. So get yourself one. Have a link below if you want to get one. I showed you a tip. You give me a tip. Your choice. Or you can go to your local store and get one. It's up to you. You're in the paranormal ITC research and experimentation and modification and mods. Get yourself a wire tracer. If you want to hear ghosts, full speech, live full speech, just like the living. Alright, brought to you by Paranormal Busters. That is a Sperry wire tracer receiver. Multi-purpose wire tracker. Alright, go out, listen to some ghosts live with this device. If you mod it, that is.